In the house, Barry Sanders and Thurman Thomas built and T. Boone Pickens financed. Welcome to Stillwater, Oklahoma, home of... Where the paddle people are ready to open up a can. And the Cowboys will put toe to leather to crank us up. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Bears offense is on the field for the first time today. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you'd build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on third down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Oh, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame he can really utilize.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
This is an offense that prides themselves on being physical. They love running the football. That's their identity. But the defense getting that stop on third. Against the run, that sets a very clear message that they've shown up to play. They know it's coming, and they're going to be here all day.
He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. And the Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. And here comes the offense on second down. They're going to test the right side with this one. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quickly complete. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. The Bears are moving quickly down the field. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's looking to throw it. Going for it all. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He forced that one into double coverage. That means somebody else was wide open. The quarterback really needs to be better moving forward, working through his progressions.
They want to just keep throwing it. Gets it out quickly. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Caught over the middle. It's sacked. The expressway is wide open. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bears!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Oklahoma State Cowboys offense will take the field for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammate... them to step up in big games like this.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
The Cowboys want to pick up the tempo. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll try the run. Shakes off the defender. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few.
This running back just doesn't go down easily. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him. And just, you know what? Let his talent do the rest.
On the ground, it's Jimenez. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
He wants to throw. Trying to get to it. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
I guess if you're going to get a 1-yard gain, at least it's kind of a highlight. Great body control, great job understanding how to keep a foot in bounds and give a little toe tap on the sidelines there.
Got his man on the right. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Cowboys! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's sacked. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Right, how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell, they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. And the Bears have their offense in high gear. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Going up top. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got his man downfield. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll just keep slinging it. Getting some heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, the defense was expecting pass on that one. 3rd and long, they dialed up the perfect coverage and a great job in the back end, reading and reacting to the quarterback when the ball was in the air, coming away with a massive interception.
Oh, he left him grabbing. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
On the move out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And the Bears headed quickly to the line. What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box and more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
The Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Makes the grab. It's set. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Baylor! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their... And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. He's back to throw on second down. Still looking, on the move. He's going to take off. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Works his way through the traffic, and he picks up 8 yards on the play, and this one's much more manageable on 4th and 3. And the Cowboys will call on their punt team. First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The first down for the offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point in the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
He's looking for a man on second down. Back open in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got his man quickly. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Bears will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so What do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. They're setting up the screen. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Cowboys will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. 1st down for this offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Dances away to buy time. At the 45 on his way. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Offense goes on the attack on 1st and 10. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll give it to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He'll field the punt and look for room. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Running back searching for a hole. Got room at the 35. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just could bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
From the gun, the running back looking for room.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. And the Cowboys want to move quickly. From the red zone, looking for a space. Steps away to find some room. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
All right, defensive ends, you've got to do a better job not getting too far up the field on these pass rush situations. You've got to be able to retrace. You can get to the level of the quarterback, then you've got to slow yourself down under control.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy, and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you got to bow up. Nice job on 1st down stopping. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. 3rd and goal from way back there. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Safe completion on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The running back has it. At the 40, there he goes. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Bears have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the back. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's going to pass on 2nd down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. The Cowboys line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Quarterback checking the play. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which is... And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And you're in such a great position. You got the lead, clock's winding down. I got to put some drives together. The last thing I can do is give the ball back to the other team. Horrible fumble, big-time costly mistake.
Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
On second down, wants to throw. A shot toward the end zone. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive, Reese. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now, and they just got to make more plays.
They're bringing heat. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
And as a quarterback, you know when you're throwing a corner route, the football is going to travel a long distance, so you've got to have great timing. You've got to get the ball out of your hands before the receivers come out of his break. You've also got to put a lot of air under the pass so the wide receiver can locate it. You can tell this quarterback has thrown a ton of these routes in practice.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On second down, just keeps firing. He'll pull it down. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And that's a big play for the defense. Playing at home, you're trailing. You need to create takeaways. You got to get the ball back. Nice job breaking on that one and knocking it away.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick release by the QB. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. Line gets set, first down. Snap it to the back.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
It's reverse. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And how about this offense showing you a little bit of everything, getting the running backs, getting the receivers now involved down here in the red zone, trying to create some space, make something happen to try to get in the end zone.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback will audible. On second down, looking again to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, what a play by the defense there. Trailing here in the fourth quarter by one possession. Able to steal it away now and put their offense in position to at least go tie this game.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab on the left. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Set up for second and short after that completion. He's looking to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the Brain Trust will go to work. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. He's going to pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Hey, listen, it's hard for an offense. When you're trailing late in the game, you've got to throw to get back in. The defense already knows it anyway. On top of that, you've got this weather that you have to deal with. These conditions are not conducive to playing pitch and catch. This is a big uphill battle for this offense.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on second and 2. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Looking to throw on second down. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Trying to find his man on first down. Using his feet to buy time. How about that nice run from this junior quarterback? And the Cowboys racing to the line in the hurry-up. And they'll get to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Now improvising. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Using the quick game. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on fourth down. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.